Hi, thanks for taking time to watch this video. I also want to thank those of you that have subscribed to this channel and have liked the videos. I don't ask people to subscribe. I'm still new to this whole YouTube thing. And my intention with this YouTube channel is to be like a stepping stone, hopefully, to help women get their healing so they can go out living life. They aren't going to be needing a silly YouTube channel. But I do suspect that the more people that do subscribe and like the videos, maybe the more popular it becomes, and we can reach more women this way that are still struggling following their explant, or shoot, just reach more women to let them know their implants are making them sick. So I just wanted to thank you all. I appreciate it a whole lot, I really do. But I also want to let you know that I don't want you all to follow me. I want you to get your healing, and I want you to get back to enjoying your life. So I wanted to let you all know what it was like for me. I didn't know where I fit anymore in life. So at the last year and a half of my illness, I was debilitated in bed. I couldn't hang out with my friends anymore because it was too much effort and I didn't have the energy to speak. I couldn't text. My brain was all messed up from the toxicity from the implants. I was a real mess. So I lost out on years of life, really, because the 2 years before that, boy, it was a struggle. I mean, I was barely struggling through. But the last year and a half, I was not struggling through or anything. I had pretty much was done for. I hardly ever left the house. I was very, very, very sick, and it was every single day. So when I explanted and I began to feel better, I began to feel better until I started going in that vicious cycle of supplementation, which that's the whole purpose of this video, this whole channel. Is to stop women from making that same mistake. But I began feeling better. I didn't know where I belonged anymore in life. So here I was a marathon runner, an avid exerciser, full-time career, 2 boys in high school at the time. Thank God this happened when they were older. Who knows? My heart breaks for every woman that is out there trying to raise her children enduring this nightmare. But after my explant, it took me a while to figure out where my space in life was again, because I had been pulled out of it. Thankfully, God blessed me with some amazing friends and colleagues and such, and they just kept with me. They supported me and they loved me, and they just somehow knew that I was so sick that I could not even function or speak most days. And we didn't know it was the implants. But God had blessed me with some amazing, wonderful people that just knew I was really sick. They believed me, thank God, because I tell you what, every 100 doctor that I saw did not believe me. So it was crazy that I did have this support group that did believe me and know that I wasn't choosing to be debilitated in bed, and I didn't just give up on life, that I was being severely attacked somehow, some way, and something was stealing my joy and happiness and health. So I had to take baby steps, and I want to share with you what I did in hopes that maybe it helps somebody else get back into their place in life again now. I think personally the women that do best after explant are the ones that do have busy lives, and they are forced to get back into a busy life because they're no longer perusing support groups online for more supplementation to grab that last 15% of their healing. They're not focused on the 15% of their healing that they're still missing. So they go back to living life, and I think that's the golden ticket here. I think once you stop all supplements, you start zeolite or a binder, and you get that toxicity under control and you begin feeling better, I think it's time to move. These support groups are fabulous. They're amazing, but there's a purpose for them. That purpose is to help women find breast implant illness and get them back on their feet. I think women get stuck in those support groups. Trust me, I was back out living my life when God crashed back in and said, no, you need to create a YouTube channel to get other women back out there in life too. But us getting back out to life and not perusing the support groups constantly, I think that's a blessing. I think that's a necessity for us to grab onto our full healing. But so it was hard for me, and I finally bought this rebounder, which is a mini trampoline, and it was perfect because I kept it in my house. You know, some women aren't going to get this when I say this, and that's okay. And some women might think I'm crazy for saying this, and that's okay too. The fact that I'm doing a YouTube channel is crazy in itself, so whoever wants to judge me however they want to, that's fine. I'm okay with that. But the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. You can bet implants are a tactic of the enemy to steal, kill, and destroy. Who knows how many women have lost their lives to breast implants. But he is not going to give you your healing like that following your explant. You're going to have to fight. You're going to have to fight like you've never fought before. If you want your healing, you're going to have to fight. So this is how I fought. I bought a rebounder, and when I first started on it, I could only jump like 30 seconds. It was embarrassing, but it was in my own home, so nobody got to see when I was only able to jump on it for 30 seconds. And it's easy to let the enemy win. It's easy to get up in the morning and be like, well, I'm not feeling all that great today. And if you have the option, you stay in your jammies and you peruse support groups to see if you can find more supplements to take to grab onto that 15% of your healing that's still missing. When I had that rebounder in the house, it helped me tremendously because I could just go get on it. Right there, right then, I could make myself go get on it and jump. And like I said, I was barely able to do it in the beginning. Another really, really good thing that I did, I'm really happy I did that, was to buy a portable infrared sauna. Look, I know people don't have the money for these things. We've lost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars already on this nightmare. So I won't even go there. Yeah, that ticks me off how much money we have wasted being so sick and then explanting and stuff. But I ended up finding my portable infrared sauna on Amazon, and I gave about $400, a little over $400 for it, but it did turn out to be some of the best money that I've ever spent, I think. So I would rebound in the beginning. I would rebound, a minute, and then I would get I would wear 2 sets of sweat outfit. So I would have 2 sweatshirts on, really thick sweatpants. I would rebound, then I would get into my sauna for half an hour and sweat. I also put a towel on my head to help me sweat even more. You want to sweat. If you can't sweat working out in the beginning, you want to sweat in a sauna. That's personally what I think would help me anyways. And I felt so much better afterwards. So I would take a little scoop of NaC, which I have in some of my other videos, before I would go jump on my trampoline and do my sauna. Then right after sauna, I would jump in the shower and get all this toxic sweat off of me. You don't want that toxic sweat reabsorbing back into your skin, into your body. So that's what I did. And before I knew it, I was able to rebound longer and longer and longer. And this past summer, I was paddleboarding every day. Wow, that was incredible. I mean, I was feeling pretty great by paddleboarding every day. That's an excellent exercise. But now it's winter, so I'm back to 3-5 times a week. I'm back to rebounding 20 to 30 minutes, and then I jump in the sauna for half an hour and shower. I'm probably about 85% healed now. I think I'm about 85% clean. That's what it feels like. I don't have anything to prove it, but just by the way I feel, I function normally in the day-to-day. I am working out, I am doing the sauna. So I'm living again, I've been living for a year and a half. But that's how I started. That's how I got back. That's how I started to find my place back in life and where I belonged. And when I did stop searching those support groups and online, that's when I did find my full healing. Here's another thing. I just wanted to share a few more things that helped me on my journey to get my healing. I had to purge my home of all GMO foods, gluten, stuff like that. So I did have a little bit of a sweet tooth. It wasn't horrible, but when I went on that really strict diet of gluten-free, non-GMO, no sugar diet to eradicate the candida for me, that's how I got it out. So that's the safest way to get it out if you have MTHFR. I've got other videos that explain that, the protocol I used. But I did, when I did start adding sugars and things like that into my diet, I had purged my home of anything crap, which was a good thing to do. You want to do that. But I took out oils and stuff like that out of my house, and I started using this coconut oil, this virgin coconut oil. I get all these on Amazon. And it seemed like my body recognized the coconut products, and I was still eradicating yeast while using the coconut oil and the coconut sugar. So I made myself gluten-free organic banana bread. I made 2 large loaves every week, threw it in the freezer. I sliced it, packaged it up, threw it in the freezer, and I would bring out a few slices at a time, and they thaw out in 10 minutes. And that was my sweet treat. But I make my banana bread now, and still to this day, and people can't get enough of it. Gosh, it feels like I'm always making banana bread for somebody. But I use coconut oil, and I use coconut sugar in it. And I have had 0 issues with any weight coming back on me, no more candida issues. So for whatever reason, my body really loves the coconut products. And I do believe, my theory is that it's because it's a natural product, so our body recognizes it, so it knows how to process and utilize it for energy, fuel for our bodies. But here's the gluten-free perfect flour blend that I use. I love this. Namaste. I love this stuff. So it's hard to go completely gluten-free, and a lot of the gluten-free products have GMOs in it, so I don't do well with that either. So I try to stay clean now. I can go off my diet and I can do whatever I want now because I don't have this candida issue and I am well. But this has just been it's a life change. I made a life change. That's what it is. You hear so many people say that, and every time they say it, you're like, barf. That's what I thought anyways when I heard it all the time. But it's true. I made a life change because it was my life we were talking about. I needed to get my healing, and I needed to function in this world. I wanted my life back. So this is just how I live now. And so I use this gluten-free flour blend. It's fantastic. I love it. And here's the coconut sugar. Obviously, I use a lot of this stuff because I buy this stuff in mass quantity. But this stuff is really good. I don't even remember what processed sugar even tastes like anymore. But I really love this stuff. So if I do any baking at all, I use my coconut oil, my coconut sugar, and I'll tell you what, people love it. So I've not had one complaint. If anything, people ask me and pester me for more banana bread and stuff while I use these healthier products. So, and then also I kicked table salt out of my life, and I began using this real salt. Love it. It's so good. I love it. I eat a lot of edamame, and I love this salt on the edamame. And if you're sweating a lot, you're going to want that salt in your body. And as long as it's real salt, you're talking real salt, not table salt, or you want it. Your body needs it. It wants it. You'll feel it come out as you sweat. I think that's all I want to share with you guys right now. I hope everybody had a great day. Bye.